If your nights feel chaotic and everyone online seems sure they've cracked newborn sleep, take a breath. A lot of popular tips actually fight how brand new babies work. Tonight, I'll bust 7 common myths and give you calm, simple fixes that line up with biology so evenings get quieter, falls start to shrink, and you can stop guessing. New moms get hit with advice that sounds confident because it worked for someone's 3-month-old or a toddler. But a brand new baby is different. Tiny stomach, short awake time, and a body clock still learning what night means. When you match your care to that reality, nights improve much faster than any rigid schedule. In the first weeks, stretching feeds usually backfires. Hunger wins, cortisol rises, and wake-up stack. The fix is to feed on demand, especially in the evenings when many babies tank up with cluster feeds. That front loads calories and often buys you a longer first stretch. If you're chest feeding, evening clusters also help supply. If you're bottle feeding, use paced bottle technique so the baby controls the flow and doesn't overfill, which can cause gassy wakes. Real life example? If you fed your baby at 6 p.m., again at 7:15, and once a top off at 8, lean in. You are fueling the night, not creating a problem. Blackout naps can blur day and night for a new baby. In weeks 0 to 6, let naps happen in normal daylight with typical home sounds. Save through darkness for night. That contrast is the fastest teacher. Nuance. If your living room is blazing bright at noon, use sheer curtains or move to a shaded corner. We want daylight, not spotlight. But if your baby is very sensitive, you can lower the shades a little bit, but avoid full blackout until the body clock is more clear. Most newborns can happily stay awake 45 to 60 minutes from eyes open to eyes closed in weeks 0 to 6. That time includes the feed, burp, diaper, and a short cuddle. Push past it and you get the overtired spiral. Wired, fussy, hard to settle, and fall starts 20 to 40 minutes after bedtime. How to use this? If the feed ends at 12:15, plan to start your wind down around 12:45, not 1:30. Signs that the window is closing? Pink eyebrows, zoning out, hand to the face, that tiny quiver cry. Undertired looks different. Bright-eyed, cooing, kicking. If undertired, add 5 to 10 calm minutes. If overtired, cut the next window shorter. If you want this organized into a no-stress daily rhythm, register for my free masterclass. The link is in the description and pinned comment. Grab it now so it's ready after this video. You can start a tiny routine by weeks 3 to 6. Keep it short and the same. Fresh diaper, pajamas or swaddle, a brief cuddle or song, then down on the back. 10 to 15 minutes total, not a production. If baths rev your baby up, skip them at night and do mornings instead. If swaddling, make sure hips can move and stop swaddling at the first roll attempts. Then switch to a sleep sack. The power is repeating the same steps in the same order, even if the clock time floats. Night is boring on purpose. Use the dimmest warm amber light you can. Bright enough to see your hands, not bright enough to read a book. Keep voices soft. Avoid eye stimulation games and put your phone away. That blue glow tells the new brain it's daytime. Change diapers only if they're truly wet or soiled. If you're using express milk, consider labeling day versus night. Milk expressed at night often aligns better with sleepy vibes for night feeds. If bedtime keeps unraveling, it's usually one of the 3 things. The last awake time ran too long. the room is too bright or loud, or the routine is too long. Trim the window by 10 to 15 minutes. Dim earlier and keep your steps tight. Tiny changes, big payoff. The body clock is still learning. Strict schedules create stress. Use patterns and anchors. Two powerful anchors. Morning light within an hour of the first wake and your short and same bedtime routine. Around those, follow the 45 to 60 minute awake window and your baby's cues. If you have a school run or work call, protect what you can. Get some daylight exposures early and keep nights consistently dim. Consistency beats precision. Meeting needs in the early week doesn't spoil a baby. It helps your nervous system feel safe, which actually smooths sleep. You're not training a newborn, you're guiding with clear signals. Bright days, dim nights, short awake times, and a tiny routine. Secure babies settle more easily, not less. Here's the big picture. Daytime, open the curtains. Feed by a window when you can, and let naps happen in daylight with normal home sounds. Follow a gentle feed. Connect, sleep rhythm, and begin to wind down before that 45 to 60 minute mark. Evening, expect a cluster feed window. That's fueling up about an hour before you want night to start. Dim the house. Do your short plus same routine. Then place baby on the back in their own safe sleep space. Overnight, low light, quiet voices, feed, burp, back down. Morning, get daylight in the first hour. Repeat for 3 to 5 days and watch what changes. Keep cues gentle and consistent. No need to force the clock. If reflux, colic, or tongue tie is suspected, loop in your pediatrician or lactation consultant. You can still use light cues, short windows, and the tiny routine while you address feeding comfort. Early wins often show up as a longer first stretch at night, a calmer evening, and a more predictable first nap. Total sleep in 24 hours still varies. 14 to 17 hours is very common, with big normal rate. Compare your baby to themselves, not to a perfect chart. Fixes in one breath. Feed on demand, especially in the evening. Keep daytime bright and naps in daylight. Protect a 45 to 60 minute awake span. Start a short plus same bedtime routine by weeks 3 to 6. Keep nights dim and boring. Use patterns and anchors, not rigid timetable. And remember, responding builds calm. It doesn't break sleep. When you stop wrestling myths and start working with your baby stage, nights makes more sense. Keep your cues simple. Repeat them often and give it a few days to land. You will feel the shift. Before you go, register for my free masterclass. It's a calm companion to these fixes. The link is below and in the pinned comment. Let's crowdsource what's actually tripping new moms up. Comment with myth number that you believed. Fix you'll try tonight. For example, myth 3, 45 to 60 minute wake window. I'll tally the top myths and make a follow-up video with extra tips on those. Kind, judgment-free only, and safe sleep always. Alright, watch this video next so you can put today's fixes into action. Thanks for being here. I know this season asked a lot of you, and the fact that you're seeking out support tells me you're already doing something powerful for yourself. If this video helped make your recovery feel less confusing and more manageable, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And when you're ready for deeper structured support, I've linked that below too. I'm Sherry, and I will see you in the next one.